Hold on to your seats because we're diving into the wildest, most jaw-dropping NBA beefs of the last decade. The NBA is more than just a game. It's a stage for high stakes, insane drama, and rivalries that leave us on the edge of our seats. From player feuds to public spats and all the chaos in between, the drama off the court can be as intense as the action. You think you've seen it all? Think again. These aren't just your typical rivalries. They're moments that have shocked the basketball world, made headlines, and left fans gasping. Are you ready to relive some of the most epic beefs in NBA history? Because trust me, you won't believe some of the stories we've got lined up. Buckle up because the drama, the tension, and the unforgettable moments are about to unfold. Let's get into it, and I promise, by the end of this, you'll be talking about these rivalries for days. Ready for the hottest beef? Let's jump right in. Kevin Durant versus Russell Westbrook. This beef. Oh man, it's one for the books. We all remember when Kevin Durant decided to leave the Oklahoma City Thunder and join the Golden State Warriors in 2016. But do you know the real story behind this? Durant's departure didn't just send shockwaves through the NBA. Oh no, it tore apart his bond with Russell Westbrook. The fallout was intense. Durant was booed relentlessly every time he returned to Oklahoma City, and the beef didn't end there. These two former teammates who once played together with such chemistry now found themselves on opposing sides in a rivalry that lasted for years. Their tension reached an all-time high when Durant threw some subtle shade at Westbrook's playing style, and Westbrook fired back with his infamous rock the baby gesture. Oh, you know this one's personal. Matt Barnes versus Derek Fisher. Next up, what happens when basketball rivals take things way too far? Well, Matt Barnes and Derek Fisher's feud is exactly that. It all started when Fisher, who was married to Barnes' former wife, Gloria Govan, made the mistake of getting involved with her after their split. In 2015, Barnes wasn't having any of it and drove 95 miles to Fisher's house. A physical altercation followed, with Barnes confronting Fisher, resulting in a serious situation. The fight didn't just make headlines, it shattered the public's perception of NBA players' friendships. Who knew the court drama would spill over into real life like that? Talk about taking it to the next level. James Harden versus Giannis Antetokounmpo. Here's one that had the NBA world on fire. In 2019, Giannis Antetokounmpo took home the MVP award, but James Harden wasn't too thrilled about it. Oh no, the rivalry between these two was about to explode. Harden was reportedly upset about Giannis's playing style, which led him to publicly criticize Giannis for being a player who just runs and dunks. You're telling me that the MVP doesn't deserve some love? This sparked a heated back and forth that included some serious shade from both sides. But what made this beef even more spicy? Harden then joked that Giannis couldn't do what he does with his step-back three-pointers. These two have more than just competitive fire between them. Isaiah Thomas versus Michael Jordan. One of the most unexpected beef in NBA history was when the former Detroit Pistons legend, Isaiah Thomas, started taking shots at Michael Jordan. It escalated when Jordan's documentary, The Last Dance, emerged. In it, Jordan explained how Thomas and the Pistons were one of his biggest rivals, even calling their bad boys team dirty. Naturally, Thomas didn't hold back and fired back with his criticism of Jordan's playing style. Can you imagine the tension? The beef between these two went beyond the court and into the world of documentaries. It's safe to say the drama between Thomas and Jordan is a long-standing one, fueled by ego, pride, and unmatched competition. Shaquille O'Neal versus Kobe Bryant. Now, this one is one for the ages. Shaquille O'Neal and Kobe Bryant once led the Los Angeles Lakers to 3 consecutive championships, but after the 2002 to 2003 season, things turned sour. You know the story. The Lakers dynasty was on the brink of falling apart. Shaq and Kobe's personalities clashed, and their rivalry became one of the most talked about in sports history. Shaq thought Kobe was too self-centered, and Kobe thought Shaq wasn't dedicated enough. There were public insults, interviews, and endless drama between these two. Their beef peaked when Kobe called out Shaq for his weight and work ethic. But let's not forget, this rivalry led to some of the most iconic moments in NBA history, and despite their differences, they both won 3 championships together. But wow, did they ever make us wonder if they'd ever truly get along? LeBron James versus Kevin Garnett. Who could forget when LeBron James and Kevin Garnett went head-to-head in some intense playoff battles? These two weren't just facing off on the court and engaged in a war of words. Garnett, known for his trash talking, went all in with his verbal jabs toward LeBron, calling him out during games and trying to get into his head. But LeBron, ever the competitor, didn't let it slide. This beef only grew stronger as LeBron's Miami Heat teams started facing Garnett's Celtics in multiple postseason showdowns. Let's say things weren't exactly friendly between these two on the court. Can you feel the heat yet? The Lakers versus Celtics. Some rivalries go beyond individual players. They represent entire franchises. The Los Angeles Lakers versus the Boston Celtics is one of the most storied rivalries in sports, and it's been fierce for decades. Think about it. Countless playoff matchups, buzzer beaters, and championship glory. Whether it's the Celtics' legendary teams from the 80s or the Lakers' modern-day dominance, they have spent years battling it out. But the tension didn't stop with just the players. Lakers and Celtics fans took this rivalry to the next level. It's a constant back and forth, with both sides thinking they have the upper hand. Who's going to take the crown? This rivalry is as old as the game itself. The Malice at the Palace. You may think you've seen it all on the court, but have you ever seen a full-out brawl between players and fans? Welcome to the Malice at the Palace, the fight that shocked the entire sports world. 2004 things escalated beyond control during a game between the Indiana Pacers and the Detroit Pistons. Ron Artest, now known as Meta World Peace, was involved in a physical altercation with a fan in the stands. And that wasn't all. Players charged into the stands, fists flying. The aftermath? Suspensions, fines, and one of the most infamous moments in NBA history. This beef wasn't just a fight on the court, but a full-scale disaster that changed the game. Draymond Green versus various players. Draymond Green is known for his fiery attitude on the court, and boy, it has landed him in some heated beef over the years. Green's mouth is never short of words, whether with LeBron James during the 2016 finals or other players like Kevin Durant. He's infamous for his trash talk, physicality, and stirring up rivalries with whoever is in his way. But despite his controversial persona, Green's intensity has helped lead the Warriors to multiple championships. But are you surprised? This guy thrives on creating tension and chaos. Chris Paul versus various players. Chris Paul has been involved in more rivalries than you can count. As one of the best point guards to ever play the game, his competitive nature has led him into fiery exchanges with some of the NBA's best. Whether it's his infamous battles with Kobe Bryant, heated moments with Rajon Rondo, or his back and forths with James Harden, Chris Paul is never one to back down. Paul's ability to get under his opponent's skin with his trash talk and playmaking is unmatched, making him one of the most feared players on the court. Are you feeling the intensity yet? Stephen Curry versus various players. Stephen Curry might be among the most liked players in the NBA. But let's not forget that his rise to the top has been filled with rivalries. Whether with LeBron James in the finals or players like James Harden and Russell Westbrook, Curry's dominance on the court has drawn serious competition. And why wouldn't it? His long-range shooting and innovative style changed how basketball is played. But don't be fooled by his calm demeanor. On the court, Curry's fierce competitiveness has sparked some intense beef that has left fans on the edge of their seats. Can you feel the competitive fire burning? Phew, that was intense, right? The NBA is not just about the games, the dunks, or the three-pointers. It's about the drama, the emotions, and the fierce rivalries that shape the game we love. These 12 beefs are just a glimpse into the chaos and competitiveness that fuel the NBA. The NBA has seen everything from former teammates turned enemies to all-out brawls and media wars. But these rivalries are captivating because it's not just about basketball. It's about pride, ego, and personal stakes. And you know what? It's those beefs that keep us coming back for more. So, what do you think? Who's got the most fire in their rivalry? Leave a comment and let's talk about it. If you love diving into this epic NBA beef, subscribe, like, and hit that notification bell. You don't want to miss what's coming next.